glass.
How long does she sip through the straw?
Like for 5 seconds.
Like, okay, around 4, I'm gonna pinch the straw, so it stops doing that, and then I'm gonna go. If you all are resting here tonight, you already had one member who was bit. Do you need help keeping watch?
Are you suggesting you sleep with the others, Douglas? I didn't know how forward you were.
I'm gonna side eye her, and then turn, and then look
Bombastic
back at the party.
side-eye.
Look at the picture. And then I'm gonna go. Dwarves are born with dark vision. In theory, I should have an easier time spotting a vampire.
Yeah, that makes sense, but I don't think I mean, do you really think they'd be so bold as to try and attack somebody in the town itself instead of outside the forest? Devora out.
Yes, shouldn't be a problem.
And Devora sees what appears to be a longboat out on the distance, almost ethereal and kind of wispy as it's kind of sailing across. But there's something off about the people on the longboat. They appear to be Fredonian combat divers, but they are carrying round shields, axes. They have painted their armor, and some of them have like weapons made of draconic scales, as they're just kind of beating the war drum and they're sailing along.
Chapman fellow is again, there's just my gut instinct, but it appears as though he's working or allying himself with Mr. Lascaris or Alexius. The draconic weaponry and armor is that's, I don't know, it sounds like something that he would have his own troops do.
Was this expected, or are they unlikely allies?
Unlikely allies. I honestly didn't expect
I
the
believe
combat ever.
that we mentioned that they were fighting each other back in Silverwall. Were they not?
More so, they weren't fighting each other outright, Lascaris and the combat divers, but more so, they both wanted the same thing, and both were in each other's way. No, the portal.
As far as you can tell, Douglas, the portal's no longer there. It was because it was glowing, and you no longer see the glow in the water.
I'll shake my head.
Damn it.
It's gone.
We'll find more information about it. Hopefully in the crypt tomorrow. With what? Maybe we can, find some papers lying around, or get some information out of Leonardo or Mr. Chapman. Not much we can do about it now.
I mean, we could risk it, but yeah, I don't know how tapped our spells are.
I think at this point we don't have any advantage by heading out earlier.
No. And we already know that there are combat divers and this Chapman guy down in the crypt. From Mr. Green, from what Green's told us.
Indeed.
Let's just finish our rest and head out in a couple hours.
Alright.
Again, good ear, Douglas. Nice job catching that.
You can head back to bed now.
Yes.
Alright.
Noah pulls Devora's leg to turn the light off.
Very well.
My own order's philosophies to me, Thorstead.
I'm just making sure these kids understand that, what you're about. And ensuring that, They take good lessons from an experienced druid.
Well, the thing is, they're a shari. That's all they should be doing is learning from druids.
I look over at all of you and nod.
I get your point, Thorstead, but
Hey, wait, okay, so is Thorstead a druid too?
No, he's just a regular bartender.
Okay.
he's just a local.
Okay.
Continue on, Malik. Unless there's something else Clayton wanted to add.
No. I just want to ask real quick.
I forgot what the rest of my statement
It's
was.
like a double barrel. It's very thick. It's very broad. I says, don't worry. I keep this on me at all times. Now, this will keep me surviving at least a little bit longer. But I hear you. I hear you. If I see any of these young and old fishermen, I'll let them know that it came directly from all of you. So this isn't just the bartender's cautionary message.
Alright.
Alright, well, let's head out then.
Storms
That's
protect you all.
That's
Lucy will wave at the Thorstead. We begin walking off.
Oyork will wave goodbye to all of you.
Goodbye.
As all of you will begin to make your way
To the crypt?
to the Hakonstead Crypt is open. And as you enter through, you find yourselves within the crevice
Briarwood.
of the Briarwood are they're the family.
In Whitestone, huh?
Yeah. But as the four of you enter, solid brickwork gives way to natural cave walls, and there is a faint smell of like old incense and cloth wraps, a little bit of a rustic smell of what is likely like copper and iron pottery. And as you continue on through, I'll wait for all of you to load proper. And Dick Green just kind of looks back to all of you. We haven't made it too far in, but then again, that ain't my job. You're here for a specific purpose. I cleared out what I could. Chapman's further along in the crypt. They say there's a giant cove here.
Alright. And Lucy will look over to... Oh, what's up?
Oh no, I was just gonna do the same. Artemis looks at the keyblade.
Yeah, Lucy's gonna look over and say... key bearer working with Fredonia?
You can ask her the question, but no, she's not a Shari, and she's not with me specifically. It's a joint operation. Classified, though. Let me know in some capacity, or at least do what you can to avoid causing too many lethal blows to him, alright? I need him alive at the very least.
We'll do what we can.
And, word of warning, I kind of look about. There's, draconic beasties somewhere, and I'm not just talking about this green dragon, alright? Some of these things are. They got, like, scales on them and shit. So, I'd be careful.
Like, grafted onto them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for the heads up.
Creepy.
And, let's see, we'll walk over.
Alright, that's what we'll take our break.
It speaks another language.
The Necro is the language of the dead. And if you look at
True.
him, he's quite dead.
Well, no, but I don't know, someone dead might know other languages. You never know. Percy, does it look like he have like a key on him?
It looks like it does have a key on.
Hmm. Well, he looks like he's wearing the key to the room ahead of us.
God damn it. Why does Alexander have to be swapped out?
Are on the left-hand side of practitioner, as in, devilry and, making pacts with unholy beings and all this sort of stuff. So, occultists, parentheses, slur. That is at least that's all I can say from Douglas, and by extension, your guys' perspective about what Douglas might think. So,
Yeah, no, I got my arms crossed. I'm kind of just watching over this. In the back of my head, I'm just thinking, the hell are the Ashari teaching these kids?
yeah.
But
One of them already knows Necro. When one's learning it, the other's learning from him. The one that knows Necro got bit by a vampire.
But who could that
Why didn't-
vampire be?
Why couldn't it? If he knew Necro, why didn't he just say no? Don't.
Who could the
Why didn't he
vampire
just-
be?
Why didn't he just tell the vampire, I don't invite you into my room, and then it would have burnt up instantly?
So, you two continue on.
So at any moment, I'm ready to...
Divinity Original
God.
Sin 2.
But ours will continue. Okay, who are you? Where are you? Maybe.
Raider. Long past. Not with old man Hakon, though. 3 generations removed. But we respect the old man. Even if he married an elf and settled down.
Okay. I'm just taking notes.
Herzai, and becoming infamous Draugrs and vampires. Others, did eventually settle, and over generations their culture and their religion would be forgotten.
Okay.
But it appears that sort of culture of raiding has not quite left the few generations afterward. Now, if you speak to any Hakon-steaders today, I mean, you've spoken to a couple of them. They don't seem like any of that, They don't seem like any.
Yeah.
You don't see any symbols of the Allfather. You don't see any of them talking. I mean, Thorstead seems like one of the oldest people here. You don't know if he was around for that time period, but you get the feeling that even he doesn't have that sort of inkling in him. This is a dead culture, or at least this is an extinct culture, and they're trying to preserve it to no avail. The endless march of time will forget them eventually.
Okay. In that case,
I looked it up. I do not wish for them to return back. The land of the dead and the living must always be separated, no. Not my idea. The idea of... He just kind of trails off.
what else?
Seeing it take a bit, Lucia will pipe up and say, did you ask him about the gear on his neck yet?
Oh yeah. So how do I say this now? Of modern
Okay.
Hakonstead.
There is a child of Jormungand that lies inside. Green, verdant, like the swamps or the canopies. It nestles there, with men of modern steel. They infiltrate this place.
Yes, and we seek to destroy their forces. So, can we use your key to gain access to that nest?
Kind of looks about. I need you to make a diplomacy check. No bonuses, no flaws. Kind of tattering about the several heads on top.
I think he's going to open it.
Oh, good. So what did you learn? Or what all did you ask him? You were talking for a while.
Well, I got curious about his history, because he didn't attack like the others. Or now, she looks over the other room. Like that.
You all doing good in there? Whoa, what the? He pulls out his gun.
Wait!
I'll just close the door.
Through the closed door, Lucia will loudly say, "We're doing just fine, Dick. We're doing just fine."
Calm down, Dick. It's just an undead.
But you, Lucia, and Noah, you apply oil to his elvish longsword and his armor.
We lube him up.
You lube him up. And as he's resting his head, Douglas, what sort of words do you give to the warrior here as he's attempting to pass on from the land of the living?
I'll look over at these three and go, alright, I'm gonna give him some rights. Oh, Shari, you know Wild Song, right?
Lucia will look to Artemis and Noah and say, "I think I'm the only one that's I think Isaac showed me a little bit. I've taken a little bit up of the druidic practicings and a wild song."
Okay, I will then go into Wild Song and go, Night of generations past. You have been... Your rest has been taken from you, brought back to this earth in this forsaken form. But now, I bid you passage back to where you should be. Earn your eternal rest, as what was deserved has been taken, yet it has now been returned. Rest in peace.
And you see the face of the Grey Knight kind of sink in as he lets out one ghastly breath, but it's not one of tiredness or exertion as he's trying to keep his form still. This one is just letting go as he will pass on, and you close up the lid, and he is resting. Everyone, go ahead, give yourself 30 XP right now, 400 XP.
Excellent job. Saying those rights.
It's been a while since I've had to do that, like I said. Usually, I'm just out in the forest myself. But
Do you have to give those same sort of rights to, I guess, animals you come across that have passed away? Something like that?
the way nature is, you don't necessarily want to bury animals, because if one has died,
It gives back to the ecosystem, something like that?
something like that, yeah, that's the oversimplification. Depends on the environment, depends how it died. Sometimes you bury if it's diseased and you don't want that spreading around in the region, but
Yeah,
even still, don't want to
that.
disrupt the natural order too much.
Yeah, alright. This door should be unlocked
Succeed.
now.
Lucia succeeds. Artemis fails. Devora fails. Noah fails. You are taking the following mental damage, halved if you succeeded. As you are blasted by the roaring of a dragon, the swarming of ethereal undead attacking you. You look at and you see like a monstrous wave looking as if it's about to crash into the village. You take the following mental damage.
No. That's all of my HP.
Yeah,
Lucia, why would you do that to us?
Lucia.
Fuck you! Hail Hydra.
No!
That wasn't a part of it.
I knew she was racist. Oh my God,
It's the US agent, but Lucia.
No, that was
Lucio
Kevin.
Walker.
That wasn't the U.S. agent. That was Steve.
And I may consider giving you safe passage. Otherwise, the spirits of the dead who have been drowned at sea may come through the cracks of the floors.
Our intent is to rid this place of the intruders of which you speak. I believe our goals are aligned.
Then you shall bring me my left arm. We will graft it back together, and I will do my best to contain the malevolent spirits that seek to envelop this place, having already been broken and cracked by the green dragon and the human. Do this for me, and I will grant you passage.
Very well.
No, what's he say?
Now it translates the whole thing before going back to conversation. You wouldn't happen to have a description of the human along with the dragon, would you?
Spaceman. Alchemist man.
Very well. I believe I know the one of which you speak.
And he'll kind of turn around and walk back.
Alright, we just gotta find the guy's left arm, right? Is that what you said?
Yes, indeed.
Don't worry.
And more about it.
Knows AIDS +2.
I knew he had AIDS.
Yeah. That's what happens when you try to have sex once.
With Devora kind of helping you scout out the best rock pieces to kind of lift up, you have the first of 4 pieces of the left arm of the giant.
Ugh.
Hey.
Here, I'll take it.
They really split the poor man's arm into pieces.
Well,
Percy, can I make this a treasure, or is it a physical thing you've already done?
No, it's just keep that in mind. I don't have it like as a physical item.
Yeah.
Alright, gotcha.
So you guys are all done. That's it. Goodbye. Good night.
no!
But the AIDS.
That is gonna fail.
Really? Okay. Alright, I will re-roll. There we go.
Alright, that will crit succeed. So, as you kind of lift open, or as you lift open the casket a little bit, Lucy, you pull on. It's a weird feeling having to tear off the portion of the giant's arm away from this. What presumably like dead Viking warrior who's got like a grip on it for some reason. And you whoosh, take it through your sheer strength. The second piece has been obtained.
Alright, nice.
Roll about, and he'll kind of walk over. His ears face back in. He'll collect it, and he goes, "Thanks a ton," he says in Jotun.
No,
Even
translates it with the pun.
I'm gonna, like, Lucy's cleaning her ears out and go, I was still a decent bit away from them, but Jesus, man. That was loud as all hell.
Argonians aren't known for their subtlety.
Percy, we want to get this next week, Percy, you said?
Yeah, so I'll say this. As all of you collect the 3 of the 4 pieces, you see the iron gate that protects this section from the sanctuary, the great sanctum that lies beyond. And as all of you continue on through, hopefully with the assistance of Jane in the coming fight, that is where we'll end today's session here.